Before pouring the slab, make sure you have positioned all window and door openings so appropriate rebate boards and vertical rebar beside windows and doors is in the right place. When the slab is poured, set out blocks in a trial mode in order to guarantee the vertical steel starters are placed correctly. Ensure rebar starters are placed in the spacings shown in the manual and specified by your engineer. For a 280 series wall, it is usually 140mm from the outside edge of the block and at 400mm centres. Ensure all electrical, plumbing and gas conduits into the build are planned before starting. Place the first corner blocks on each corner. Then lay the straight blocks toward the centre of each wall segment. Install horizontal rebar by placing it in the clips at the top of the internal connectors within the block cavity. Tie with wire if required by your engineer. Repeat this step for each course of block. Install the second course of block by reversing the corner blocks so that the second course of block is offset from the first in a running bond pattern. If sizes are not standard, cut the blocks using a hot wire bench or knife. Where joins are cut, like this, the seam needs to be reinforced with plywood shuttering. At the second course, check for level across all the blocks. If the courses are not level, use shims or trim the block as required. Install window shutters at each location, usually from second or third courses up. Where an opening is required, cut and fit the arc form block around them. Install the props at level 3. This will ensure the wall stays straight and vertical. Use a string line at the top to line everything up. The bracing will keep everything in line during the concrete pour and also serves the dual purpose of providing a secure and safe framework to support scaffolding planks. Install vertical extension rebar and tie. Install following courses of block by continuing to overlap the courses so that all the joints are locked both above and below. Once 5 courses have been stacked, stack the block at the full wall height for single-story construction or just above floor height for multi-story construction. Begin pouring from the opening at the top of the wall through the spaces between the horizontal rebar. Pour the concrete into the stacked walls using a boom pump. Do this in layers approximately 0.9 to 1.2 meters, circling the structure until the top of the wall is reached. Use a pencil vibrator against the block in the lower courses to remove all air pockets within the wall. The vibrator can be used directly in the concrete over the last 1.2 meters in the wall. Screed off the concrete until it is even with the block top, and then set anchor bolts into the concrete top. These bolts will be used later to install the top plate for the installation of rafters or trusses. Remove the bracing after the concrete is cured, then proceed with further stages of construction. Utilities such as electric wires are cut into the internal polystyrene block using a U-shaped hot knife. When installing electrical wires, use the purple wire as this is inert to polystyrene. Internal lining such as plasterboard is connected directly to the block railings. External cladding such as weatherboard, shiplap or steel can be affixed to the block railings with cavity spacers. Alternatively, the building can be rendered with epoxy plasters such as the Storamat system.